Big 2 Local Weather Authority forecast. We warn you first.
Happy Thursday. We are starting to see some more of those clouds, especially on our Minden Sky Tracker, seeing a wonderful view of some of those thicker cumulus. Now, no rain is going to come from it. We can even see on radar those clouds are starting to shift from the northwest. As we can see towards Gaines County as well as southeast New Mexico, that's where we're starting to see some more of these clouds come through. Expect that through the night. However, again, we will start to clear out once we get to our Friday afternoon. We are really looking at some more sunny days, although we do have a few more clouds on our Saturday, but otherwise we'll continue with these spring-like temperatures, really looking more into those 60s for a majority of the week. And we do have some cold fronts coming, but that all won't stop us from sticking on the warmer end. And even today we did have a little bit of that cool down, 61 degrees as our afternoon high. Woke up into those mid-30s, 37 degrees. And again, we were seeing that 34-degree mark for us to wake up to tonight and really into the morning hours. So just prepare for a few more cold mornings. And as we're seeing here, really right now into those mid to upper 50s for us, and even some 60s towards the Trans-Pecos and the mountains as well. By the time we wake up, most of us are going to be near freezing, especially towards southeast New Mexico and the northern basin, continuing to see these cooler temperatures, especially down to the south, going to see some of those 40s lingering towards Presidio and Big Bend, and that'll help them reach that 70-degree mark. We're looking by 3 o'clock, 71 degrees for Presidio, and for us, some of those mid-60s, even for the northern basin in southeast New Mexico, still going to see some of those 60s, those 60 marks even. And then once we get to our Saturday night, another night into the 40s. We'll have a few more warm mornings for us, but still going to be a little bit on the chilly side. But we don't need to really worry about the wind chill because our winds mostly under 10 miles per hour. And as we were seeing, we will continue to have these clouds for the mornings and almost reaching that freezing point near 32 degrees. Now, as we were saying, we were seeing more of those clouds already passing through the central basin and southeast New Mexico. That'll continue through the night, as I said. Now, we will get another patch of those clouds once we wake up. We're talking 8, 9 o'clock to see some more of these clouds, especially towards Ector County. Now, by the time we get to the rest of our day, going to remain on the sunny end. So no need to worry about it. Just towards the morning, that'll help us actually cool down a little bit with those clouds. But tomorrow, as I said, mostly sunny conditions. We're talking by noon and 4 o'clock, seeing those sunnier skies, mostly under 10 miles per hour for us through the afternoon. Really only towards the afternoon, we're looking at 10 to 15 mile per hour winds, and we're getting into those lower 50s by the time we hit our 8 o'clock hour. But for us in those winds, as I said, mostly calm here. We had a cold front this morning that dropped just a few degrees as we saw, and that's why we're getting that northerly flow. But by the time we get to tomorrow afternoon, we're going to continue to see that southerly flow that's really going to help us continue warming up. And you're seeing by 1 o'clock, mostly under 10 mile per hour winds here, only in Hobbs, 10, 11 miles per hour there. And by the time we get to our Saturday afternoon, still a little bit on the breezy end into those lower teens for us across the basin as we continue through the afternoon, but otherwise going to really enjoy ourselves to that calmer night and even that afternoon. And it's even going to be so nice that you can actually go on and take a picnic. We're looking at 57 degrees by noon and continuing to reach that 60-degree mark by our 1 o'clock hour. But let's check out some more of these warmer temperatures for us as we continue through the afternoon. We're looking at 61 degrees for Seminole, 64 for Andrews, and even the Central Basin, more of those mid to lower 60s, 65 degrees in Crane and 64 in Rankin. And for the Trans-Pecos, more of those mid 60s. We're talking 67 for Fort Stockton even, and 64 for us in Bakersfield. And the mountains, we'll get to see that 70-degree mark in Presidio at 70 degrees flat, and otherwise we'll stay into those mid 60s across the board for us. But as you're seeing for the next 7 days, going to stay on that warmer end. We're even looking at 71 degrees as we continue through our Monday afternoon. Now, we will get our rain chances here. We're getting a deep trough that's going to continue to drop our temperatures. We're looking finally below average by the time we get to Thursday. So a long ways away, but at least we'll be mostly clear for most of the week and then dry too.